Alright, gamers caught cheating, part 1. Chat, have you ever cheated in a video game? I've never done that. I've only scammed people. That's not cheating, that's scamming. It's different.
Just like regular sports, the world of esports is full of cheaters. And with the rise of online gaming tournaments and streaming platforms like Twitch, some gamers exploit these cheats to help them score a quick win. But it takes just one wrong click to completely expose them and bring their little...
Word.exe. Yeah, so you named it that, so now you're not gonna get caught, surely.
Gaming empires to their knees. So let's take a look at some hackers, liars, and dim-witted cheaters who got caught on camera trying to play the system.
Blindfold cheaters.
Miss Q Gemini.
Oh, I know about this one.
Now, cheating in video games isn't a crime, but the way streamer Miss Q Gemini tried to cover up her blatant cheating absolutely was. This young, ambitious gamer regularly streamed herself playing the ferociously competitive Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or CSGO for short, which is an online multiplayer first-person shooter game. However, back in 2017, she started her stream with a huge rant about how she'd been unfairly accused of cheating.
You know what's really sad? That sometimes, you know, because I'm female in Counter-Strike, people are like, you're cheating!
And this is why women get discredited so often, is because of people like you. They use like, I am a female or I am X, and then they start crying and using that as a crutch as opposed to owning up to sucking. I hate that so much. Oh, you just criticize me because I'm a female. I don't care if people criticize me personally. I don't care. As long as you don't fucking reply with like, oh, it's you only criticizing me because I'm a woman. It's like, okay, you can criticize my argument and say I'm a retard. I don't care. I am a retard, so.
Way to tell off those pesky trolls.
Back on like,
but
oh, it's 'cause I'm
then,
a
during
woman.
the game's warm-up phase, she seemed to forget that the whole world could see her screen, and she brought up a cheat software menu.
Are you fucking kidding me?
After hitting the load coding button,
you're not even a script kitty, you're just a program kitty.
All of her rivals' ranks and locations suddenly began appearing through the walls. For those of you who don't play CSGO, I can tell you now, this ain't normal. It's called a wall hack, which allows players to locate their opponents through solid objects in the game's arena.
And you can
Hacks
predict
like
where you're
this
going.
Are a sneaky way.
She can pre-shoot before she even knows that they're there, which increases her reaction time.
Of gaining the upper hand in multiplayer shooter games, and Miss Q Gemini's viewers were quick to pick up on it. But blissfully unaware she'd been caught, she continued to play and, even worse, lose. And it's at that point she...
You cheat and you lose. Nah, you're done. Hot hacking, the fact that she didn't even realize is what's so funny to me. That means she wasn't looking at her OBS like the entire time. Even if you die and like, you know, you respawn, you're probably looking at your chat and shit.
Finally realized what she'd done, as you can see from her facial expressions.
How do you lose with wall hacks? By sucking at shooting in the first place. That's crazy. That just means that her accuracy is probably just dog shit.
After being caught red-handed, you'd think this would be the time to fess up, right? Well,
no,
take a listen
down.
to the cringy excuses
Double down.
that start falling out of her mouth.
You guys, do you guys ever get that that weird glitch in CS:GO where it shows your rank? That it shows everyone's rank. Clara, give me 1 second. Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. She promised me she didn't use it on my PC. I'm fucking done. This is what happens when you let people use your PC. Can't trust them. Alright, that's nice to know.
Yeah,
You have a roommate that uses hacks conveniently? Oh, interesting. Yeah, damn it, Clara! Clara, please! Zap!
Definitely wasn't Clara that we watched load the cheat code at the beginning of this game.
Yeah.
After that, Miss Q Gemini guiltily abandoned the match, and her CSGO account was eventually slapped with an anti-cheat ban. But following massive backlash from the streaming community, her Twitch account also disappeared
Did she delete it or did she rename it?
soon after, along with any chance she ever had of making it as a pro gamer. Maybe she should have tried playing a game where you don't need to cheat to win. Like this video's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. This free-to-play RPG is a dark fantasy phenomenon that's available to download on mobile and on PC. With hundreds of artifacts and over 500 champions, you can build elite warriors and create a unique team to play however you want. No cheating required. Hit the links down in the description
I'm
to
sure people
download it
actually
today
cheat in Raid
and
Shadow
join me
Legends,
in this
though, low-key.
console-quality World of Warfare. I mean, who doesn't want this high-elf battle sage on their side with damage buffs that can't
Where's
be
the
stripped?
titties? I
Or
wanna
the
see
legendary Astrolon, whose attack stats are almost as impressive as his armor. And this month, Raid just dropped 11 brand new champions and 200 fresh missions, which have a legendary champion as a reward. Like that wasn't a
Oh, I just reminded myself I have cheated before. I cheated at a mobile game because I didn't want to like pay and use like I didn't want to use real life money, so I just like played the game like it was single player. I didn't like ruin other people's experiences. I just jailbreaked my old phone so that I could have all the cosmetics and like do all the missions without having to pay for them. Yeah, so technically I have cheated. Yeah, technically. Cash Out Pepper King doesn't hang out. You don't think so? No, I never ruined another player's experience in my life. Like, directly. I've only scammed people out of gold on World of Warcraft and other MMOs, but I've never, like, directly cheated or ruined, like, I don't know, like, buying, you know, a cheat and then ruining people's games by playing better than them because I have an advantage. She cheated at Pokemon Go. I spoofed on it. I did do that back in the day. I spoofed on Pokemon Go because I lived in a really, really bad area where there was like no spawns. So I would spoof myself to my next like town over so that I could play with everyone. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, actually, now that I remember, yeah. That's not cheating. That's just like, how many gyms did you cheat? Never. I played like everyone else. I just spoofed on there. For those that don't know, spoofing is when you go to a geolocation that's not actually where you are and you move over there. Yeah, I never cheated on gyms. I just beat them up because I wanted to play with everyone else and it sucked. Yeah, I'm not driving 3 hours to play Pokemon. Fuck that shit.
enough. They've also added
spoofing's, like,
5
not
new
even that
levels
bad.
to almost every in-game dungeon. How cool is that? With so much going on, there's never been a better time to get started. Be sure to hit the links in the description
Wanna go
below, and I'll
outside?
see
No,
you
I actually
in-game.
love going
But for now,
outside. I just
let's
live
get back
really
to
far
more
away from the
cheaters
city.
caught in action.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't even have a
Forsaken.
car,
When
actually.
it comes to cheating in CSGO, it's safe to
Uh-oh,
say
stinky.
no player has ever been more humiliated than Nikhil Forsaken Kumawat. During the Extremes
Forsaken.
Land Zowie Asia tournament in 2018, Forsaken was
Wowie
competing as
zowie.
part of the pro esports team Optic India. They'd entered into the top-tier CSGO tournament, which had a
Wow,
hefty
these are some
prize
crazy
pool of
flicks, dude.
$100,000. But
can't play
as
like that. These
Forsaken
guys are
was
crazy.
playing, someone reported him for suspicious activity, and an administrator was called in. At first, Forsaken boldly refused the admin access to his terminal, but after they asserted their position, they probed into his setup
I
and
cannot imagine having the audacity to say no. If you're innocent, let them do it. That's what's cringe to me. Like, are you kidding me?
discovered a suspicious
Cheating on
program
stage,
running in the
yes!
background. When it was pointed out, Forsaken unbelievably batted their hands away and tried to delete it in front of their eyes. Stunned, the administrators disqualified Forsaken on the spot, and the entire
Word
Optic India
EXE,
team was
yeah.
booted from the event. When they finally got a good look at Forsaken's terminal, they discovered the illegal
Oh my god. You have to be so stupid.
aimbots he'd been desperately trying to delete.
Oh
These
my
are hacks that
God.
provide easier target acquisition for players and are expressly prohibited by CSGO.
Yeah, no shit,
but what
it's
made it
cheating.
worse was that they'd been accessed multiple times, meaning he'd cheated in many different matches in order to get his hands on
Wow.
that prize money. Appalled by his actions, Forsaken was handed a full 5-year ban from the Esports Integrity Coalition. The pro player was
Good.
also booted from his team, but in
Good.
the overwhelmingly embarrassing aftermath, Optic
I would
India
be
was
fucking
dissolved
pissed if I
altogether.
was the other
Now,
team.
even if your aim is as bad as Forsaken's, you don't need an aimbot to hit those like and subscribe buttons
Oh,
down below.
shut
Go ahead,
up.
prove that you're better than
I'm
that
gonna
cheater
like
ever
this.
will be.
Pee-pee.
Now, where were we?
What?
Tavo Betancourt. Have you ever heard of speedrunning before?
Yes.
It's where players record themselves racing to complete levels or entire games as fast as humanly possible.
Yep.
And some of these times are so fast, they're only separated by the split second of a button push.
Wow.
It's not the most well-known style of gameplay, but because the community is made up of passionate nerds
Very
like
autistic,
me,
yes.
speedrunning is a serious business. And that's why YouTuber Tavo Betancourt came under heavy fire when Mexican channel
Man, that pizza looks stale as hell.
Badaboon uploaded his insanely fast Super Mario Bros. Speedrun back in 2017. He effortlessly sailed through the entire game, completing it in a respectable 5 minutes and 12 seconds. While this run earned him plenty of online views, the speedrunning community spotted some serious problems. For a start, even though the attempt was just 5 minutes long, Tavo took the time to guzzle down Coke and pizza as he was playing. Surely, if he were taking this seriously, he could have waited 5 minutes to have his dinner, right? Secondly, the
True.
game's counters suspicious.
Not wiping your hands after grabbing the controller, that's greasy as fuck. Flexing? Nah, it's cringe. I don't know. I feel like, again, that kind of shows the motion and the notion of like, this is the run, I'm gonna get it, so I don't care. I don't know. I think this is weird.
Didn't match what was happening in the footage. Like here, where Tavo collects 11 coins, but the counter curiously increases by 12. It was clear that Tavo had stolen someone's speedrun footage and mashed it with a different counter so that it wasn't too obvious he'd stolen it. But this minor mistake
an
didn't escape the
idiot!
attention of real speedrunners. They tracked down the original footage and revealed that it had been brazenly stolen from world record speedrunner Darbian. And when the community found out, Tavo was crucified online.
I don't know why you'd ever do that. I feel like it's such a... The TISM detectives that care about this kind of thing a lot, not to like disparage it because you're allowed to, you know, have a hobby or a passion. I'm just saying, why would you ever do it of the speedrun community of all people?
He later admitted what he'd done and apologized, claiming it was just part of a social experiment. Laying
Yeah, sure,
excuses
whatever.
aside, it's pretty clear that this was just
did it
done
for
for
clout, you
seeing
fucking
how,
clown.
despite his apology, his
He's got
run is still
Coca-Cola and
up
pizza.
on Badaboon's channel. Although now, I reckon it'll take more than video splicing for Tavo to
got him
outrun
a lot
his
of money.
ruined reputation.
Probably still
Super
does.
fast jellyfish. The impossibly precise
Oh,
button presses
Sue!
and muscle memory required for speedrunning are insanely difficult to master, which is why blindfolded
Oh,
speedrunning
no.
is even more mind-blowing.
We know a lot about this. Remember the Monster Hunter girl?
Just using audio cues and their memory, players complete games as quickly as possible without once looking at their screens. Considering most people couldn't even get past a start menu blindfolded, this is some god-tier gaming. So when unknown gamer Superfast Jellyfish live-streamed his blindfolded speedrun of Super Mario 64...
That does not look like a blindfold that's thick enough. Look, it looks sheer and it's thin as fuck. He can put it on his nose. I'd immediately put that into question.
In just 42 minutes, the speedrun...
Monster Hunter girl, yes, there was a big drama, I want to say like a year ago, where a chick cheated on a Monster Hunter, what is it called? Like just a hunt on a really, really hard boss, and she only used quote-unquote audio cues. Yeah, and she basically said that it was all blindfolded and it was real, but it turns out it was like she was just cheating.
Community
Yeah, it was a blindfold
stunned,
speedrun.
but not in a good way. For a start, there are only 3 certified blindfolded streamers who have submitted their times into this category, ranging from 24 minutes to 1 hour and 58
I can see that,
minutes.
yeah.
This would have put Superfast Jellyfish in 3rd, even though he claimed he'd only ever done 3 blindfolded speedruns before.
That's insane.
But compared to his
3?
competitors, Superfast Jellyfish's gameplay was suspicious. He left audio alerts on, which are hugely distracting and can mess up a real blindfolded speedrunner's timing.
Yep.
Let's go.
Thank you for the follow. I fell off. I can tell I fell off.
This is your second blindfolded run, isn't it?
Technically this is my 3rd.
Unfazed by this, he then talked continuously through sections that real blindfolded speedrunners know requires careful attention to audio details.
Did I check for saves? No, because I don't save the game.
These were huge red flags for the speedrunning community, and
That's
they
insane.
called
He did
out
that
Superfast
flawlessly.
Jellyfish for cheating by using a blindfold he could see through. Clearly caught out, Superfast Jellyfish eventually came clean. Well, kinda.
What you may not know is that that speedrun was purposely fake. It was purposely fake.
Every time. Every single time. It was a social experiment, you guys.
Instead of a proper apology, he tried to save face by claiming he purposefully faked the speedrun.
I was just
And
pretending to
yet
be
he
retarded,
only
guys.
admitted this
Trust me.
after he was exposed? Yeah, that's called cheating, but better luck next time.
Oof.
Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser. Game developers
Kriegshauser.
often stream games they're working on as an awesome way of interacting with the game's community. But these developers usually have special abilities other players don't, which can look like cheats, as Joshua Ottenil Kriegshauser awkwardly discovered back in 2017. The technical director of the Battle Royale game H1Z1 decided to stream the match he was playing with his friends on Twitch. But when he blasted through a rival group of players, their reactions shocked him.
What's happening?
Why are you cheating? Really, dude?
You're cheating?
A dev cheating.
Wait, can you not see him?
You can't
Wait,
see
I
me?
remember this.
Yes.
Oh, he is. I mean.
Oh my god, am I hidden?
Ooh, cheating like that definitely isn't a
Ooh,
good
on
look for a
stream,
developer.
too, the
Although
audacity.
it seems like he genuinely forgotten to turn off his special cloak of invisibility. Either that, or he just really wanted to show those 12-year-olds who was boss.
Honestly valid.
Azubu Frost. With over 100
He legit forgot, so can't be mad at him. I mean, he wasn't doing it for, like, a counter argument. He works on the game, but then why would he have that? I don't know. I think it's such a non-factor. It's not like he was doing it competitively, and then I don't know. I think it's weird, but it's kind of funny.
million monthly players, League of Legends is one of the largest online
League
multiplayer
of
games in
Legends.
the world. For those who don't know it, it involves 2 teams battling it out to
Oh,
occupy
God,
and defend
I
their
hate this
half of a
game.
map. And
Hell
to
yeah.
do this, players have to strategically attack or hide from the other team. But professional
Hide?
esports
What?
team Azubu Frost found an
Azubu
inventive
Frost,
way
I remember
around this
this!
back in 2012.
I
During
remember
the
this.
Season 2
Oh my God. Okay.
World Championships,
I remember
Azubu
this. This was
Frost faced
such a
off
big
against
deal.
Team Solo Mid. From the get-go, the match was
TSM.
plagued by technical issues which caused multiple pauses. But
People were
during
so
these
pissed.
pauses, members of Team
They
Azubu
would look over
Frost
their
sneakily
shoulder.
checked out the mini-map that was being broadcast on the
So
huge
they could
stadium screen
check.
behind them.
So
This
you could check where everyone is, and you can see the wards placement and everything.
allowed them to see exactly
Oh
where the
my
other team was heading and what
God!
they
It
were
was so
planning.
bad.
Team
I remember
Captain
this.
Woong, in particular,
This was
looked
when I
back
was
at the
still
screen
into
on a
League.
number of occasions before recklessly altering his gameplay.
Odd one.
Azubu Frost won the
Tyrus,
round, but an investigation by League of Legends developer Riot Games later determined that Woong clearly gained an unfair advantage by looking at the screens.
No
He also
shit.
shared the information with his team, which led them to certain victory. For this unsportsmanlike behavior, Azubu Frost was fined 20% of their tournament winnings, costing them a grand total of $30,000.
But then what happened to TSM, man? Yeah, that's what pissed me off. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was like one of their final matches, and they got cheated out of it.
Right in the wallet.
Oof.
Mr. Golds. Some streamers play games in a way that can really divide an audience, like Mr. Golds, for example. At his peak, his Twitch streams boasted a respectable average of 2,000 live viewers, where he routinely bragged about how good he was at Call of Duty Warzone. But during a stream from August 2020, one of his viewers noticed something strange on his screen. Can you see what their cursor is pointing out?
Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Yup, while Mr. Golds was shamelessly bragging about how he's
friendlies.
so good that he doesn't need to cheat, he had the cheating software Engine Owning running in the background. Engine Owning is an app that freely admits it sells cheat software for many games,
That's so
including
funny,
Call of
dude.
Duty, like their Aim at Enemies hack, which Mr. Golds clearly had set to
Guys,
on
I'm
in
just
the
so
background.
good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
After he was rightfully exposed, Mr. Golds' channel received temporary suspension, as Twitch's guidelines ban the streaming of cheats in any online games. Although his channel is now back up, this cheater hasn't recovered enough
Is he playing on fucking private servers? Are we serious? He's playing on Wrath of the Lich King private servers? Mr. Golds. Has he streamed recently? 16th of November. Oh my god, he does. What does he do? Oh, no VOD. No, he doesn't have WODs up. I was gonna check. What does he do? Oh my. Oh, he got perma'd. Oh, he got perma-banned. That's why. Oh my lord, I didn't even know that. They perma'd him.
dignity to show his face on the platform since. FaZe Jarvis. Just about every fan
Jarvis,
of the Battle
funnel
Royale
their
game
balls.
Fortnite knows the name FaZe Jarvis, but not necessarily in a good way. This British YouTuber and gamer rose to fame when he joined the mega-popular esports group, the FaZe Clan, in 2019.
Yeah, wasn't he
He'd
like a
been
really young
uploading his
kid, too?
Fortnite gameplay to YouTube since 2018, with many of his videos garnering millions of views
Whoa.
each. His channel was made up almost exclusively of Fortnite gameplay, but then in 2019, he made an unfathomably dumb decision.
That's a really bad thing too. You fucking up your career right before COVID? Mm-mm.
He uploaded a video where he openly claimed to be using an aimbot.
Because I've got the hack open and stuff, it's making my Streamlabs like lag, so I can't do that. You won't be able to see on the recording that I've got the mod, but just so you guys know I do. This is what happens. Look.
What?
Aimbot, FOV, aimbot, FOV. Like, I don't know what half this stuff means, but it's actually about to be lit. We're about to pop off. So you... Mate, how's it not hitting anyone?
What?
I got aimbot.
Look at this. Look at this.
While the hilariously controversial video made him some sweet YouTube money, Fortnite's developers Epic Games didn't see the funny side.
Yeah, but you're promoting an aimbot and shit. That you're such an idiot. Why would you do that? And then people are also gonna take into question to like if you're actually good at the game or not.
Of it. They have a zero-tolerance policy to any kind of cheating, let alone bragging about it to millions of
Yeah,
people
even if it's for
online.
educational
Without
purposes, you
missing
can
a
argue that it's
beat,
bad.
Epic Games brought down the hammer and immediately banned Jarvis's account. But the ban wasn't just for a month or even
was forever,
two,
huh?
but for life. And this didn't mean he was only banned from the community. He was also prohibited from participating in all future Fortnite gaming events. What a
Rip
staggering
bozo.
self-own. In true
Why would you-
YouTube style, Jarvis released a tearful apology video admitting his infractions and accepting Epic Games' decision.
Oh my god.
I'm truly like so sorry. Epic, I know I have to take accountability for my actions, and you know I'm gonna do my best to accept any punishment that like comes my way, whatever happens. I'm not trying to find like a quick road out, but like being banned forever is just like thinking about a lifetime ban.
No.
I just didn't. I didn't expect this.
Sorry, buddy. Rebelzo.
Even with all those tears, his account remains banned almost 2 years on. Well, it's pretty clear that when it comes to cheating, Epic Games definitely doesn't play around. Zacubus. In the UK, there's one gamer who's known for his dapper skills as well as his dapper styles. David Zacubus Tracy is a tie-wearing, shirt-sporting Twitch streamer who's been gaming professionally for more than 17 years.
Wow,
but even
it's a long
with
time.
all that experience and style behind him, it didn't stop him from cheating at the DreamHack gaming convention back in 2018. He was caught teaming in Fortnite, which is where a player talks to and works with rival players instead of taking them out in-game. Although just about every Fortnite player does it, streaming it from Europe's largest gaming convention wasn't Zacubus's brightest idea.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
What?
Well,
At
if you're going to stream to
DreamHack.
thousands of people at a high-profile event, you should probably stick to the rules, no matter how suave you look.
That's just a dumb.
Johnny
That's
K.
just a dumb move,
Now,
huh?
just about anyone can cheat in Fortnite, but it takes seriously huge kahunas to cheat during the Fortnite World Cup.
Wow.
Considering the prize pool is around $100 million,
Well, it's like the TI
no
or the
wonder
World
people are
Championship for
tempted to
League.
turn
It's
to
a big
illicit
deal.
means of winning. But for professional player Jonathan Johnny K. Kosmala of Team Caliber, the overwhelming temptation to cheat got the better of him. In 2019,
The
this
fact that you think you can get away with it too, I don't know, man.
player was exposed online after his
What a
Discord
dumbass.
messages with a well-known cheat seller were made public. You can see Johnny K.
And why would you ever, in what universe should you trust someone who sells cheats? They're gonna rat you out instantly. What?
named here as Big Boy,
Trust no
was trying to
bitch.
purchase an
Trust no
ESP
bitch.
cheat. This is a hack that allows a player to see the locations of all of their enemies, even if there are walls or terrain in the way. After downloading it, Johnny K started a call with the seller, who walked him through the process of installing it. But unfortunately for Johnny K, the seller recorded their entire call.
Where did it download to?
What an idiot. Of course he did.
Oh, it didn't even. This one?
Yeah, that one. That's still all you're gonna need.
Initially, it all
That's
seemed to be running smoothly.
caught
He logged into
red-handed.
his official account with the cheat software running, and the game loaded without issue. But all of a sudden, his account was flagged by Fortnite's anti-cheat software, and he was immediately booted from the game for cheating. And to really rub salt in the wound, the seller then released their entire call for the world to see. After being so thoroughly exposed, Team Caliber wasted no
That's
time
so
booting
funny,
the cheater out of their
dude.
team and cut all ties with him. Well,
This is me.
Caliber wasted no time booting the cheater out of their team and cut all ties with him. Well, as bad as it looks, I don't reckon
that
Johnny
your
K's
guy
fall
just
from grace
released
hurt too much.
everything.
After all, his massive kahunas probably broke his fall. Marky Locuras. Even though Fortnite is one of the biggest video games in the world, it still suffers from its fair share of bugs. While exploiting these bugs is generally frowned upon, abusing them in professional matches or tournaments is obviously a dumb move.
Oh.
But not obvious enough for pro.
I would argue it's both the exploiter's fault and the, what is it called? The provider, as in like the game's fault, the game devs. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of many such cases where people exploited something, even if it was like quote unquote not intentionally. I remember there was a time, oh, this is a long time ago, but there was like a PvP tournament in World of Warcraft, but it was like an unofficial one. It was like a for fun thing. It wasn't by a Blizzard or anything. And I remember some guy exploited like a pet, an invisible pet, and the person almost lost the duel because they couldn't target the pet because it was invisible and it was just doing damage and you couldn't CC it or like, you know, do damage to it and kill it. Yeah, like it's kind of like both on like the game dev and the person exploiting it.
Fortnite player Marky Locuras during the 2019 ESL Katowice Royale Fortnite tournament, which had a grand prize of $500,000. The professional Team Heretic player was reduced to 0 hit points, but thanks to a bug, he wasn't eliminated and quickly discovered he could keep playing.
Wait, what?
Now, he should have alerted an administrator to the error. Instead, he exploited the bug and waited to be revived by his teammates. But when his teammates asked him what had happened, he did this.
He made a choice.
So
he made a choice. Nah.
It's clear he knew he'd done something wrong, but he was trying to avoid being detected. Eventually, the
live streamed. What do you think was gonna happen?
Admin spotted what he'd done and asked him to leave. But unbelievably, Marky refused.
What are you gonna do? No, guys, I didn't cheat. I swear to God.
But give me a reason. Yeah. I need a reason.
After stalling for as long as he could, he was
The
finally
audacity,
convinced to leave his terminal and was disqualified from the tournament. But this incident sparked a huge debate online. Technically, it was a glitch, so it wasn't like Marky had purposefully engineered the cheat, but
but then he did the shh.
a pro player, he really should have known better than to try and exploit it. Ultimately, he didn't face any kind of punishment aside from being disqualified. Even if you don't play Fortnite, do you think that judgment was fair? Let me know down in the comments.
Yeah, fuck him.
Shroud. Like Fortnite, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, or PUBG for
Mr.
short, is a battle
Shroud,
royale
infamous.
style game that has a huge problem with hackers. Since it was released in 2017, most of the cheats used in this game revolve around improving a player's accuracy or speed. But there's one cheat that's so hilariously dumb, even famous streamer Michael Shroud Grzizek simply couldn't resist getting involved with it. With more than 9 million followers on Twitch, this professional streamer racks up tens of thousands of views per stream. And this meant there were plenty of witnesses when he joined in with the hijinks of this group of hackers back in 2018.
I'm busy. What the hell?
Just like in the real world, cars
I honestly hate it when hackers do this. To like try and hijack a stream for attention. It's so fucking cringe and annoying. It happens in Dead by Daylight, and it happens in freaking not WoW. I think fly hacking in WoW was pretty common, but like not super duper common. But like yeah, in DBD it happens a lot. Yeah, GTA. Wasn't it a glitch? No.
PUBG aren't meant to fly like that, but Shroud couldn't resist the offer of a free ride.
Shit, can you take me to the zone real quick?
Yeah. I actually sell these cheats for a living.
Wait, don't.
This is free advertising to them too.
Don't.
I sell these cheats,
Unfortunately,
dude.
after this, Shroud hit a dead end. Like Fortnite, PUBG has a very strict no cheating policy that it enforces indiscriminately, and the ban hammer came down on Shroud's account for a whole month.
That
he
sucks.
later apologized and admitted he knew what he was doing, but that he just wanted to have a little fun. I mean...
Yeah, it's not his fault. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like he was doing it for content. I can see how he could have made that mistake, but I think those ones are so annoying. And Dead by Daylight, it's even worse because they have like this stupid matchmaking system that like lets people stream snipe and get into your games, and then you can just hack and, you know, ruin the game for everyone else. It happens a lot in DBD because, you know, their game is like made of spaghetti.
It's hard to blame him. After all, if someone offered you the chance to ride in a flying car, it'd be pretty hard to turn down,
fault,
right?
but he wanted to do like it for fun. I don't think he was like trying to ruin the game for everyone is what I was trying to say. I don't think you should have gotten 30 days.
The
That's kind of
NBA
insane.
2K21 community is an extremely competitive group of players who take any hint
Oh
of
my
cheating
God.
very seriously, as professional player and YouTuber Chalk found out back in 2020. This was when rival player T-Jack critiqued his gameplay and called him out online for using a modified controller.
What? Wait, what? Modified controller? Wait, what? That people do that with freaking this game?
Controller.
What? I'm not defending him, but he doesn't. The Zen start in the center. It doesn't matter. You can do it without it, bro. Let's watch. Do it. Shoot a fade.
If you don't play NBA
I
2K21, like me, that
Yeah.
explanation probably flew right over your head.
What does it
so let me
mean?
break it down. You may be thinking that a modified controller has levers and buttons designed to make quicker and easier button hits, but they don't always look that obvious. Controllers like the Cronus Zen, for example, can run software like aimbots, which makes scoring hoops in the game much easier. And this is something that T-Jack aggressively accused Chalk of doing.
Why does his bar not move in this game? His bar does not move. Hold on. It looks like let's look at this. Why does his bar not move?
Like macros?
But Chalk
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's like kickbotting. It's like kickbotting and like WoW. Yeah, you wouldn't notice it until you like see perfect hoop scores or like perfect kicks all the time.
Chalk wasn't taking this lying down. He uploaded a video showing every single button press he made on his controller to prove he wasn't cheating.
Nothing changed. You guys have seen my controller the entire time. And I'm playing uncomfortable because I gotta have my hands so high. Nothing changes, bro. Literally nothing changes. I'm shooting with X and I'm still greening. What's the next one? Green. You see it, bro. Nothing's changing. You see it.
However, this gaming community was already in full witch hunt mode.
Autism
Despite Chalk's
mode
proof,
engaged.
more and more accusations began flooding Chalk's chats. Eventually, the pressure became too much for him to handle, and Chalk broke down live on one of his streams.
See it, man. You don't see that these dudes sit in group chat and on me every
Dude, this FIFA shit is serious, guys. This
While
NBA
there's no
shit
way
is
to
serious.
really tell whether or not Chalk
I've known people, like, this is a very normie game, and apparently people throw and break their controllers over, like, FIFA and NBA. Yeah, there's a lot of hackers, exploiters, and whales in that game. Or
was
in that
using
game
a
series.
modified controller, the NBA 2K21 community still seems pretty divided. So what do you think? Did Chalk cheat, or is he just
I have
being
no
dumped
idea.
on for being really good at this game? Let me know down in the comments.
No clue.
Hosty. Hearthstone is an incredibly popular digital strategy card game which has
God, I love
close to
Hearthstone so
24
much.
million active players around the world.
Yeah, in 2020. God, I miss Hearthstone so much before I went to shit.
And unlike a regular game of cards, you can't cheat by peeking over your opponent's shoulder. But back in 2015, during the Hearthstone Pinnacle 2 tournament, pro player Rafael Hosty Santili found a way around this. As part of the professional esports team
remember
Arkin,
this.
Hosty was one of just 6 players invited to compete in the tournament, which had a prize pool of $5,000.
This is a
His
decent
match
amount
with
for
Team
Hearthstone.
Nylam's Adrian life coach Coy
Life
was
coach!
live streamed for all the world to see. But partway through, viewers suddenly noticed something strange in Hosty's background.
He's looking down a lot, huh?
That's a bit surprising to me.
Oh! The painting! Not the painting. I think it was a painting or a mirror. I can't remember which one.
That's surprising to me too.
Look at that. Look at
Embarrassingly,
that.
Hosty's setup was being reflected in the picture frame behind him, showing he was looking at 2 separate monitors.
This
and
is on-
one of
this
them
is on
had
the next
tournament
Rammus
live stream
expansion.
on it, meaning Hosty
Keeper of the Grove, Taz Dingo, Twilight Drake, the Belcher that summons a 1/2. There's Swipe. God, I miss old fucking Hearthstone. It was just so like, it was so cozy.
had a full view of Life Coach's hand. This is what's known as stream sniping, and it's the digital version of peeking at your opponent's cards. Allegations immediately flooded the internet, and in a matter of hours, Team Arkan dropped Hosty from their roster like a hot cheating potato. Hosty later admitted to having the stream up on the second monitor, but argued that because the stream was on a 10-minute delay, it didn't help him gain an advantage.
Are you fucking kidding me? Of course it fucking helps you. Are you shitting my balls off right now? He's playing handlock. If you know the cards in his first 3 that he doesn't use, and that he has Siphon Life and Hellfire, of course, even though he doesn't use them instantly, you're gonna fucking cheat. That's bad. Oh, it doesn't help. Yeah, shut up. Nah, that's so... You should have just said I cheated and left with that, dude. That's so fucked up.
Considering he lost to Life Coach, that kinda adds up.
Yeah, you
But
suck.
if Hosty was trying to cheat, this was a hilariously terrible attempt.
My tism is showing. Yeah, sorry.
XQC.
I'm passionate.
Felix XQC Langell is one of Twitch's most popular streamers with a follower count of over 8 million. Streaming multiple times a week, often for more than 24 hours, it's hardly surprising that weird and hilarious stuff is often captured on his camera. But back in December 2020, he had some serious explaining to do when this slip-up happened live on stream.
What the f was that?
Did you see that?
What was it?
Well, if I enhance that 5th file from the left, can you see it now? That, my friends, is a big file labeled cheats. Admittedly, it's completely empty, but why would XQC have had it in the first place? And considering how much he panicked when that window opened, he didn't exactly seem innocent, but he had an explanation ready.
Okay.
And your randomizer, there's something called cheats, and those cheats are like to make the game different. Like, if you're doing a certain run, you have to use a cheat folder.
So, he needed it to change the difficulty of his Pokemon games. As legitimate as he makes it sound, using any kind of cheats or hacks in games is against Twitch's community guidelines. Despite this smoking gun, Twitch didn't take any action, even though he'd been caught cheating less than a month before. This happened when, during GlitchCon's Twitch Rivals Fall Guys tournament, XQC decided to target other players taking part in this Battle Royale platform game. He singled them out by stream sniping and then sabotaged their attempts to win.
You naughty man! You French-Canadian frick!
But what's worse is that he didn't even make the effort to hide that he was watching his opponent's streams.
That is
with the stream snipe?
Who got fed?
Tisk.
With his opponent in his sights, you can see his eyes darting to and from his rival's stream as he plays, so he knows when and where to sabotage him.
What a little rat.
This is a bad idea.
He's smiling too. He does not care. He's a big smile. He's smirking.
Look at him all tapping. He's looking.
Was that Tyler 1 screeching? I can hear that from anywhere.
Yo,
Cougar, you're up, right?
Look at him all tapping. He's looking.
Unfortunately for XQC, stream sniping directly violates Twitch's code of conduct.
Yeah,
they
spank his
slapped him
booty.
with a 6-month ban from future Twitch Rivals events, forced him to forfeit his GlitchCon winnings, and suspended him from the platform for 7 days. Maybe he should have stuck with Pokemon. Do you know of any other streamers or gamers who have been caught cheating live on camera? Let me know down in the comments below, and who knows,
He's
they might
Swedish?
even get some screen time in my next
XQC
video.
is not
Thanks for
Swedish.
watching.
What are you smoking? You smoking some crack right now? That was really fun. What a throwback, dude. Gosh. Part 2 in the future. Yeah, we'll do that. Part 2 sounds fun. That was really good though. Chat, remember, cheating doesn't pay unless you're scamming people. He's Quebecois. He's French Canadian. He's disgusting. Go check out the video. They have lots and lots of videos on cheating and other things apparently. Yes, it's like BMAs. I've seen it around before.